Hey guys, so CEO Space Gear here again. And I was actually looking at alternative ways of space travel for people. And we could figure out how to create a black hole that warps space time and just whoosh, you go through the black hole and it pops you up in a different dimension. It's like you're over there on it's another side of space, but that's just way too complicated. To understand space time and warping time by itself, that's just way too complicated. I mean, we could figure out how to launch rockets at like spaceships at like light speed or higher, and it's like we get there, we'd probably pass the destination. Like, wait, where'd it go? We'd have to use like a computer program to actually like slow us down, even before like probably like multiple light years before we even get to the location. And I'm just looking at this like, so I think we've been trying to go too fast to actually accomplish the outcome. We've been trying to go too quickly in our society where it's like we can see it, we can believe it, but it's like trying to figure it out and piece together. Which I mean, it makes sense to society to figure out these problems. And my solution is to actually partner with Space Care and just send people to basically deep space, let them rest, hook their sleeper cells up to a DSN network that tracks the location, gives them audio support, gives them visual support, and then whenever one of our members, one of the Space Care members, lands on like another planet or is passing another planet, we can totally look into that sleeper cell, adjust its focus, kind of zoom in on the planet and be like, is this a planet worth looking at? Is this a planet worth like going and get a bird's eye view on it? And kind of be like, this planet and this galaxy is okay to go to potentially, and kind of really like view space as our own like breeding ground. I don't know about you, but it's kind of spooky thing about space, but it's not really spooky about thinking like space, because like I think God created our universe, our sources, in a way where like the planets are aligned in a certain way where it's like it was designed to let life live on this in this universe, and to let life basically run this universe someday. And so my alternative way of space travel is to essentially use Space Care's philosophy of sending people to space, okay? And giving people mortal bodies in space where they basically never go to the ground, they go to the space, tracking them, okay? And then whenever we figure out how to become immortal body beings ourselves, start picking up certain, like build a spaceship to basically essentially pick these people up, or just use those people, the people who've passed away, came away because they lived a life. Doesn't just because you live a life doesn't mean you have to come back in life. It doesn't mean you get a second chance to come back in life. What I'm saying is like essentially you want to view space travel as a way of getting from one point to another point in the best possible scenario. And what we've been trying to do by jumping to light speed all the time and not figuring out how to slow it down, like I kind of figured out how to slow us down through light speed. It's like you use a reverse thrust, and it's like you would be jumping at light speed, then like you get another engine on the front of the ship where it uses light speed too, where it neutralizes the force coming from this angle, because you turn this angle off and you slowly slow it down. That's one way of actually using the rocket ship to slow itself down. It would be really complicated, but I'm pretty sure we could figure out as a society. We've came this far. Like 100 years ago, we didn't have I don't think we had televisions. Now we have televisions and antennas and satellites and a whole bunch of stuff in society right now. And it's just an amazing time to be alive right now. So the alternative way for space travel is to essentially trust in Space Care, give people more bodies, let them kind of map out the galaxy, let them have peace, and then future generations can take that information and think it backwards, learn from it, and basically figure out space travel. Does that make sense? So hope it does.